Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing very well. I'm personally super excited to meet you all in this particular video because last time I did my favorite things video, I really enjoyed it and I have been wanting to do a video like this for quite some time. So I'm personally super pumped up for this kind of videos, and I did end up searching about November favorite things, but I couldn't find a lot of videos, so I'm not sure if the YouTubers are still into this habit of doing monthly favorites. But I want to stay consistent in this concept because I personally enjoy doing this. So in this particular video, I'm just going to talk about all the favorite things that I purchased, that I used, that I had around, I watched, I experienced, and a lot more. Before we get into the video, here is a sincere plea to all my viewers. Please let me know a very good microphone, because I got back to my wired microphone, as you can see, and the price I had to pay is switch off my fan so that I can be audible to you all, because a lot of people did let me know that they have been having a tough time listening to me, and I personally felt it when I was editing my videos as well. So I got back to the traditional usage of microphones. Yet I am still in search of a good wireless microphone so that I can turn on my fan and shoot my videos without sweating before it. So do let me know, like if you are a content creator, let me know what are the microphones you get to use, or if your friend is someone into this industry, please ask them and let me know as well. So it would really mean a lot. So that is the request segment for this video, and now let us get into the things that I like in the month of November 2025. So for the first segment of this video, I wanted to talk about my favorite things that I got to use or I purchased in the month of November. And the first few are going to be something related to beauty and self-care, which is kind of weird, but I did end up having my favorite stuff to use to beautify me and to take care of me as well. And the first in the list is actually a very simple product, and I accidentally got to purchase it, but it ended up being one of the best purchases of November. And that is this lip balm that I purchased in Zudio, because I am not a huge fan of lip balms that don't have much of tint in it. So I really like to have my lips bright, like very appealing. So I don't go for lip balms usually, but this was something that I accidentally bought along with my sister. We went to buy clothes and we ended up buying a few products, and I got to use it, and somehow I really liked how this felt. Especially the perfume, I'm a huge fan of how it smells. So if you're someone who's very sensitive about lip balm smells, I really would vouch that this one is very good. And this comes in 4 to 5 different flavors. My sister has another one and I purchased it because it was in pink. And it gives you a very mild tint, not the usual one I enjoy, but it did end up replacing the usage of Vaseline every day. So I usually have a habit of applying Vaseline when I stay at home, and these days I naturally go for this particular lip balm because it smells good and it also gives you a good feeling. So I would definitely recommend you to go for it if you are looking for a lip balm that's minimalistic but still gives you that aura to feel special. This is really a good one. And the next product is also something that I purchased in Zudio. Let me be honest here, this is not a sponsored video and I am not a huge fan of Zudio's beauty products, but this thing was an ultimate. These are actually nail polishes that I got from Zudio, and these are gel finish nail polishes. Okay, so they do have other types of nail polishes which I'm not a huge fan of, but these gel finish ones are very good, and I have started a collection with these nail polishes. Now I have like red, black, pink, and these are the new ones that I bought recently. And I'm really liking the quality of it, because when you apply it on your nails, even when I wash vessels every day, like I do household chores, self appreciation. But yes, like even when I wet my nails every day, it did last for 1.5 weeks, which is a huge deal for the price they put out. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan for these gel finish nail polishes. And the next product in the list is more of a self care product, and that is Jove's Herbal Glowing Skin Serum. So, this is something that I'm using in the night. Can you see it? Maybe I've just posted a picture of this. So this is something that one of my friends, good friends, recommended it for glowing skin. I'm not sure about the glowing part, but I really feel nice when I wear it every evening. And especially a few weeks back, I did have an issue of having dry skin under my eyes, on my face. So I was really looking for a moisturizer to apply during nights so that I can keep the texture of my skin. And this ended up being a solution for that. So it really feels healthy when you wake up. So I kind of feel that my skin feels healthy every day when I wake up, and then I go for the usual routine that I do. So this has been added to my night routine these days, and I really like it. The consistency is light, you don't feel that heavy, because I hate applying something heavy on my face. So this is my latest addition to my skincare routine, and I have been using it for a few weeks now. It is indeed affordable, and it is also good. They also have other different types of serum, so you can find out what is the best fit for you and use it. But personally, this is something I really enjoy applying every night. So the next segment is about favorite games, and here is a game that I downloaded recently in this month, and I'm very much addicted to this game. It is called Match Masters. It is kind of similar to Candy Crush, and before you come at me, I should say I am a person who enjoy virtual world building games, but recently with all things going on and with the new startup that I'm working on and all that, I don't really have that much energy to invest in a game. So I did ended up downloading a few games that just energizes you during your break times. And I was one of the many who actually judged my mom for playing Candy Crush. But years have changed, time have changed, and here I am downloading similar games to her and playing them. But matchmakers actually make things very interesting, at least to me. So here is something where you can play with international players. So every game that you play is something you do with one player or four other players, and it's all very like very good animation going on, lovely sound effects, and you have a lot of perks that advances you in each and every match, which is also a negative remark for this particular game, because it actually induces you to purchase a lot of perks which you shouldn't when you're playing it. So if you get addictive, you very much want to spend amount in getting these perks, but I would advise you not to do that. I almost fell for the trap, but don't fall for the trap. But on the other hand, it is a very like eye-catching game. It's also like comes with so much colorful images and a lot of small story plots, and also other games to play with and all. So it keeps you engaged, but you don't have to invest a lot of energy in it. So I'm enjoying the game recently. I might uninstall it anytime sooner because it's getting very addictive, but that is my favorite game for this month. I mean, the last month. So the third segment of this video is actually my most favorite segment of this video, that is talking about my favorite series, movies, and music. So coming to the very first in the list is my favorite series of November, and that is none other than Demon Slayers. I know Demon Slayer is out there for a lot of years, but I ended up watching it just last month, and I became a huge fan that I ended up pasting a laptop skin with the Demon Slayer pick. So this is also one of my favorite things, like one of my favorite purchases of November. I forgot showing this when I was talking about favorite things of November, but this one is one of the perfect purchases I did in the month of November. I actually ordered it on October 30th, but I ended up receiving it in November, so it becomes a November purchase. And my sister, my little sister, she put a lot of effort in pasting this perfectly. So she did do a great job, like she almost spent 1.5 hours doing this, and she did end up succeeding in whatever she was assigned with. And I am so much in love with my laptop recently, and it is because of the skin that I bought. And that tells you how much I'm invested in this series. Yeah. And I also got some cute keychains. So these are also my most favorite things in the month of November. So these two keychains were actually available in a store nearby. So we least expected to find Demon Slayer keychains in Madurai, India. But these were cute, so cute. They weren't perfectly finished, but I was very much happy with having two pretty dolls on my table. So these aren't actually keychains, they don't serve the purpose, but they are very good table decors. So I have them in my light stand. Too sad that we couldn't get Zenitsu and Inosuke. And this version of Tanjiro is my most favorite, like the mask. And I personally feel that Tanjiro was very cute in this outfit during this time, in the very first few episodes, like 2 to 3 episodes. And I really liked the demeanor of him. So I purchased this version of Tanjiro, and of course Nezuko has to be there. I really love the bond that they share, so I wanted to have them both on my table. So it also makes me happy and inspired. That brings to the point why I enjoy Demon Slayer so much, because it's not just the animation, it's not just pretty characters, it is not just the fight or the colors. It has so much to deal with, and I personally felt that these characters were deep, they were evolving, they really shared a lot of real world lessons. That is why it has become an animation that is very relatable to the current generation. And the series being recognized in various awards and getting nominated is truly because of how deep the plot is. Though you don't have so much happening, there are things that are happening which are very much relatable, and you can empathize with a lot of characters out there. At the end, you become very much addicted to the characters that you can't even stop thinking about them every day. We were so much into this series, like I accidentally watched an episode with my sister, but we ended up binge watching them so hard that we even watched Demon Slayers when we went on a vacation. We went for a beach, we went for Kovalam, and there we were watching Demon Slayers in the hotel room. So that's how much we were into this particular series. So that is, with no question, the top most favorite. And talking about movies, I wanted to talk about two favorite movies of this month, but both of them did end up in the OTT platform, and that's exactly why I decided to watch them. And my first would be Bison, which is one of the critically acclaimed movie that is very much being fanned over and very much appreciated for whatever the content it has put out. And I should say it is definitely worth the hype, because it was such an inspiring movie. It was not just a sports movie, it had so many societal messages. And though I'm not a huge fan of these domestic societal movies, this did make me want to sit and empathize with the characters. I felt relatable to a few point of views, and it did leave me, like tearing out when we were reaching the climax. So that's how much I was invested in this particular movie. So I would say if you haven't watched the movie, you should definitely check it out. And being a person, like brought up with a South touch, I can very much understand what they are, like hinting about, and a lot more. Even my mom, she was commenting on how she has actually heard things and have seen a few things that is very much similar to what happens in the movie. So she was just, like randomly commenting saying that this has actually happened, like I have witnessed these in person. So that's how much it felt so close. Maybe that is one of the reasons why I really liked the movie. But on the other hand, it had the negatives, but it also had such a beautiful positive way of concluding the entire concept. It gives you hope, and it gives you a lot of, like a satisfaction. Feels like a whole circle coming to an end. So that is how I felt about the movie, and you should definitely watch it. And the second in the list is really, like getting me very excited, and that is They Call Him OG. It is a Telugu movie, and I watched it dubbed in Tamil. Guys, I'm not a fan of these commercial masala films, but I ended up watching this particular one for 3 times. So I watched it for the first time because I love Arjun Das, and that is the only reason I clicked play. Let me be very honest here. The second time I wanted to, like make my mom watch it, so I sat with her and I watched it. And the third time I made my sister watch it, so again I sat with her and I watched it. So 3 times I watched the movie, and I can't believe why am I even fangirling about it. Like, if you want to, like give you reasons on why I love the movie, I don't know. I don't have the reasons. I just love the movie so much. It might be the vocals. It might make you feel very cathartic because it is a action film, and they have a katana, and it's all about bloodshed and fight. It makes me look like a maniac being excited for the fight scenes and bloodshed, but it felt so good. Like started because of Arjun Das, but ended up liking the entire cast and the movie as well. It is not very heavy. It is such, like it doesn't deal with very deep concepts or theories. So you don't have to make your brain work so much. You just sit and enjoy the hero slashing people. So one of the things that really made the movie stand out is definitely the musicals. They are so good, and that also sums up my favorite music of November, and it is none other than the album that we get from the movie. So They Call Him OG, and OG's Gambira. Wow, amazing music, so much build up, and the build up was worth it. Like sometimes you just have to boast so much so you can enjoy the energy. So that's how much I liked the movie. And of course the entire album was superb. Do have a few favorites from S Thaman earlier, but this entire album was like clean slate. I'm a simp for the movie and the playlist, okay? And my most favorite song of the album is Guns and Roses. It is one of my most played songs, that it did end up in my Spotify rap in the 11th place. You might, like question like 11th place, but for a song to just very soon end up in the 11th place is a huge deal. So that's how much I was invested on the song. Like it kept replaying for an entire day. So that's how much I enjoyed the album and the movie. So these are my favorites for the month of November 2025. Talking about entertainment, we should also talk about books. So the next segment is definitely books. I didn't read as much books as I planned to because I was preparing for my startup, and I was also part of another program running behind like a workaholic. So I didn't really get time to sit and read, enjoy a book. But I did read two books simultaneously then and there whenever I can snatch a few minutes, and that is one is a novel that is Made for Each Other by Lynn Painter. I actually got it very early, but I ended up reading recently, and I haven't really read that much, if you can see. So I have just started. It is not one of my most favorite start of all time, but I'm enjoying the story. It's kind of predictable. So the story basically deals with Abby and Declan. Like, Declan sounds very different, right? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I really like the name. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but so far it's a light read. You don't have to put much thought into it. It just goes with the flow, and it's almost predictable, so you enjoy the flow as well. So this is for the fiction part. The next one is more of a non-fiction, and that is The Diary of a CEO. So why I ended up buying this book? Because I recently started a business podcast, and I was also asked to do a few blogs for the program I mentioned. So I wanted more information related to entrepreneurship and business, because that is a field that I haven't very much explored, or I'm not informed that much. So I wanted to learn a few things, and this title really kind of intrigued me to get into this book, and I got it in Meesho. And again, like, even with that book, I read 50 pages, but here I'm just 10 pages in. But it is because I couldn't find time. But on the other hand, this book really felt nice, like, it's not complicated. It's by Stephen Bartlett, and I really like how the book flows, because non-fiction books doesn't really go with the flow of storytelling, especially when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. It's all about data and figures, but this one was kind of different. They have some pictures and also these kind of writings, which is nice. So I'm very much looking forward to read it and complete it before 2025 if possible. And I'm also planning to like finish this book and also make some content out of it, so that people can also get benefited from it. So that's the plan for now. And yeah, so these are the books that I enjoyed in the month of November. I also wanted to talk about my favorite content creator of November, and that is Start with Sai. So he's a YouTuber, and mostly he's an Instagram influencer, and he puts out all these short reels, short form video content that is very informative. So if you're someone who wants to start a business or feel motivated, I think these videos can really help you out. I stumbled upon one of his videos in the month of October, and that is how I got motivated to like give my best for the next 3 months. And I ended up consuming a lot of content from him in the month of November, and he really does a good job. Like, he feels like a boy next door, and his like language or the words that he uses so simple, and it feels like a conversation that we're having with him, yet he gives out a very informative lesson at the end of the video. So it's candid, fun, at the same time informative and inspiring. So I really basically I enjoy people who put content with intention, and this particular creator is someone who's really putting out content with intention. So if you are someone like looking for people who really put content with so much thought and heart in it, I think Start with Sai is a person you should check out as well. So for the final segment, it is about favorite snacks. I don't even know if this segment exists in other YouTubers' videos, but I just wanted to share my favorite snacks. And recently I've been staying at home doing a lot of work, like it's more like work from home culture that I have adapted recently. So I do need a lot of, like energizers or something to, like encourage myself. And especially when you're working in a startup, you don't have so much appreciations happening, because it's so much had to do with background work. So I had to like pamper myself with some little treats, and that's how I ended up being a huge fan of hide and seek Milano cookies. Like, I have always had them and I enjoyed them, but November has become a month for unhealthy consumption, mass consumption. So I decided to buy these huge boxes from Zepto, and I really got addicted in eating this. And my second go-to snack to pamper myself is another hide and seek product, and this is called Choco Rolls. So these two, they are always in stock in my room. So whenever I complete a task, or whenever I feel sleepy, or whenever I just want to feel encouraged, or like some sugar craving, I go for these two biscuits or cookies. So that's how I ended up consuming them every day. But mind you, it is not a healthy habit at all. So right now I'm kind of restricting these. So I'm happy to say that I haven't had these for a week now. So these are just here to show you as props, and I'm gonna put them back. But it is always good to have some pamperings then and there. So it's still in stock. So whenever I feel so drained, I will definitely go for a bite of my cookie. And if you're someone looking for new snack addition, you can definitely try these out. These are really good. Like, there are a lot other chocolate cookies put out from other brands as well, but personally, this Milano thing is very rich and very good. But when you ask me if it is affordable, I would say these Choco Rolls are more affordable than these Milanos. So yeah, go for it. Try them and have fun, right? So yeah, that's how we are wrapping this video, and it's a kind of a huge video. So thank you so much for watching till now. Like, I've been talking for 30 minutes straight, and I'm gonna have a tough time editing it. But on the other hand, if you have made it till here, it does show how patient you are. So thank you so much for being patient and listening to me ramble and rant about all the things that I love. I really, really love doing these videos. I would also like to have a conversation with you all about your favorite things as well. So do comment what are the things that you enjoyed purchasing and using in the month of November. I would be very much excited to read them as well. So yeah, we'll be back with another video very soon. Until then, take care. Bye.